Hi there, I'm Eric Oscar and I chose my next amp based on the car I drive. So obviously Mick Taylor of that pedal show had nothing to do with this. This is one of those coincidences that just don't exist. For a long time I have been on the verge of getting a new amp. I have not been quite satisfied in all situations to the amps that I have. I tried to remedy the situation by buying the HX Stomp by Line 6, which is a modeler, and I was thinking something along the lines that it would kind of be a do-all solution, you know. DI recording, all the amps that a man could ever need, all the cabs that you could ever need, modeled in a pretty high quality fashion. I have always had a love-hate relationship with Line 6 gear and digital modeling and all the digitality in general. But it's mostly a love affair, I can see, because I tend to record almost everything using the HX Stomp nowadays. I have my pedal board in front. It definitely requires, in my opinion, kind of crunching the signal or the dynamics just a bit before. But that aside, live, it's not nice to use. I'm not going into detail here. I have a separate video coming one day where I go through all the hurdles that I've had with it. But yeah, I am a proud owner of a Laney Lionheart 20H, which is a great value for money. It's a workhorse amplifier. It has never let me down. It has never failed. And it's been through some really rough times, being through a damn cold winter in the back of a van and only being out to a gig and then back into the van, hot, cold, no matter what, and power tubes 3 times, I think. It's a third set going right now, and it failed just recently. So it's been really dependable amplifier. And surprisingly versatile, but there's a caveat. Back in 2007 or 8, when I was buying an amplifier, I was contemplating whether I should build the amplifier or buy it. I ended up buying the Laney, it's standing right there. But it's a strange thing that the amplifier that I was going to possibly build, that I designed myself, all the properties, well, it's practically a clone of a very prominent amplifier these days, especially on YouTube, because it has seen a lot of views on a certain channel that I am a huge fan of, that pedal show. And Mick Taylor, he was involved with the design of this amplifier, as was Guthrie Govan. Yeah, I was browsing through YouTube. I was kind of already almost decided that I will buy a deluxe reverb. Something in the back of my head was saying that it's damn limited for the price. You know, it's the design is from the 60s, and yeah, many people do deluxe reverb just fine, and it's a great amplifier. I'm not saying that. And it can do a lot of things. It's very versatile, but it's big, it's heavy. I already have a rather light, nice and compact, good sounding cabinet. Well, good sounding once I change the speaker into something better or more suitable to me. It doesn't have an effects loop. It has a spring reverb, which I'm gonna get to this. I'm practically always anyway using pedals. It's been that way for me always. But it's nice to have that option to crank the amp and let the amp do its magic in the studio, or in situations where it is actually possible, which is almost never these days. And compact size. I don't need a combo amplifier. I have, like I said, I have a good compact 1x12 cabinet made in Finland. Monster amps. Check them out. Fantastic company. Why didn't I go to them? Anyway, I have already made my mind, and I want a... The point was, I want a lunchbox amplifier, which is not a Vox. I already have a Vox AC30, which is practically unusable on most gigs. It's a really good amplifier in the studio, but it's unmanageable if you have to be anything less than 9500 dB, which is always... Victory fit the bill. It's handmade. I love small companies. I prefer them over large companies like Fender. I don't have any hatred towards Fender. I just think that they are... There's the backstory. It's long and windy like it always is with me. Bear with me. It's just... That's the way I am. I love stories, and especially when they are true and interesting to me. Well, so I drive a smaller, older Volvo V40 Classic, and as it happens, the additional name for the Victory V40 Duchess, say Dutch with a T. I contacted Kai at Musamaailma, which is a local music store here in Helsinki, which I noticed that carries Victory amplifiers and pedals. They answer promptly, so I ordered one, and I'm going there to Musamaailma in November, and I'm going to, of course, test it before I buy it, but considering the amount of background research I have been doing, I will probably walk away with the amp anyway. I'm anticipating a great new gear day sometime in November, and I'm obviously going to film that. And I hope you found this entertaining, and click subscribe, click like if you like, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of stories about gear, about songwriting coming up. Friends of mine are coming here about songwriting, their releases and music philosophy, which is something I somehow gravitate towards. Thinking deep. Too deep for too long, which will hopefully give you something. Thank you. I'm Eric Oscar, and click like, click subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.